Hi Year 1. So yesterday we were looking at phase 4 words that had more than one syllable in. And today we're going to play a little game where we're going to be reading some polysyllabic. I know that's a very big word. Polysyllabic means that there is more than one syllable in the word. We're going to be reading some words and playing a little game. So let's have a look at the instructions. So it says, for this game, everybody needs their own whiteboard and pen. Well, obviously you're at home, so you might not have a whiteboard and pen. So what you need is anything that you can write on and anything that you can write with. A pencil and paper is absolutely fine. Okay. So on each slide, we're going to see a different word that has phase 4 consonant blends in and has more than one syllable. So what you're going to need to do is read the word to yourself, and when you've read it, draw a picture on your paper of what you think the word says. And then I will reveal what the word says, and you can see if your picture is correct. So we're going to do the first one together because I just want to go through a couple of suggestions for reading these longer words that have more than one syllable in. So here's our first word that we're going to go through together, and we're just going to go through some strategies for reading longer words. So we are going to chunk this word. Now, children who have read with me will know what chunking is. It's where we take one part of the word in a long word and read that part first before we then move on to the next part. So you can chunk by just covering the second part of the word with your hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the part of the word that we're going to read first. So I'm going to highlight this first bit, and I'm going to put some sound buttons on for us as well. So, ch, I, ul, ch, I, ul, chill, ch, I, ul, chill. So we've got the first part of our word. And now we're going to read the next chunk of our word. Let's get our pen for our sound buttons again. D, r, e, n. D, r, e, n. Now we need to push those two consonants together because that's phase 4. D, r, dra, e, n, dren. Children. Okay, so that's how we can make it a little bit more manageable for ourselves when we're reading longer words. Okay, it's your turn now to have a go on your own. Remember, you can practice chunking by covering the part of the screen with your hand, part of the word that you don't want to read, or you could copy the word onto a piece of paper and then do exactly what I've done with a pencil and put some sound buttons on for yourself to help you read it. So whatever strategy works for you is great. So remember, in this game, we're going to go to the word, you're going to draw a quick picture, and then I'm going to reveal what the word says, and we can see if your picture's accurate. Okay, off we go. So using those strategies, putting the word into chunks, using your sounding out. You can always pause this video if you want a little bit more time to do your drawing. Okay, let's go through it together. I'm going to show you how I would chunk this word, and I wonder if it's the same as what you've done. So we're going to read this part of the word first. I'm going to get my pen for my sound buttons. S, a, nd, s, a, nd, sand. That lovely phase 4 crunchy crab consonant blend there, nd. Okay, next part. We're going to do this part of the word. Put some more sound buttons on. P, I, t, pit, sand pit. So hopefully you've drawn a super picture of a sand pit. Now you don't have to send anything in to me for this, but if you want to send in some of your pictures, and maybe you'll have written a sentence with the word sandpit in underneath. That would be lovely. Right, let's have a look at the next one. Okay, remember using our sounding out, using our chunking, using all our great reading strategies to read this 2-syllable word. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time. Okay, let's sound it out together. Wind, it'll mill, windmill. So hopefully you've drawn a super picture of a windmill. Let's have a look at the next one. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time. Okay, let's sound it out together. 2 chunks again, 2 syllables. Pond, pond, weed, weed, pondweed. The weeds that grow in the pond. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Okay. Take your time, pause the video, take as long as you want to do it. Some of you might be super speedy and able to do it in just the time that I'm talking. I don't think I could draw a picture that quickly though. Right, let's read this one. Desk, desk, top, top, desk, top, like a desktop computer that sits on top of a table. Okay. Oh, this is a fun one. Have a go at reading this one. This has got lots of crunchy crab consonant blends in, so it's quite tricky. You need to be really careful with this one. Right, let's do the first chunk. I think I'm going to show you with my highlighter this time because this is quite a tricky word. We're going to do this chunk first. And, hand. And then we'll do this chunk. And, stand, handstand. Can you do a handstand? I can't actually do a handstand, but hopefully you've drawn a super picture of you or someone doing a handstand. Right, this is going to be our last one now. Oh, okay. Now, if you are in my class, and I'm sure if you're in one of the other classes too, you're going to immediately notice at the end there is a special suffix, ing, that we get at the end of lots of our words. So hopefully you're going to recognise that straight away and that will help you. Okay. Are we ready to sound it out? Right, first chunk, ult, melt, ing, melting. And hopefully a lot of us recognise that ing ending, ing ending. Okay, super. I hope that you enjoyed that little game. And as I said, you don't have to send me anything, but if you'd like to send some of your pictures with maybe the word and a sentence written underneath, that would be fantastic. I will see you all later.